All right, we live?
We are live. We're live on all the fronts.
On all the fronts. Like a mini studio back here.
I know. It's pretty exciting. It's a
It
good
is.
time. Our eyes are going to be going in all different directions. But
Yes,
As long as you can hear us, that's the goal.
that's the goal. You better
Yes.
start, girl. Let's
Well,
do this.
okay. All
Come
right.
on, let's do this.
So,
I like this.
I know. I do too. Thank you.
All right.
I do like when we can just have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically today, I knew I had to get on and talk about how this is really one of the last days that I want people to be able to sign up for our group coaching and counseling. The goal was to launch by next week. We have a lot of interest. We have open spots, but I'm okay. We're okay with whoever ends up in the group. If it's 2 couples, 7 couples, maybe not too much more than that.
No, I think 7 would probably be the
Cap.
comfortable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
Yeah.
we have what, 4?
Yeah. 4, loosely 5.
5.
Yeah. So
So we want it to be full. Like we want the goal would be have it full for this first round
yes.
of
Yes.
group counseling and coaching. And for those, just to give a little context, going into 2023, we wanted to I work well by myself, she works well by herself, but we found that where do we find the synergy for us to work together? So this year we want to do more work together when it comes to coaching, counseling. Like you get business owning, entrepreneurship. We'll probably talk about all that.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about it now. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the biggest things is we find that we're very passionate about a lot of different things. One of our passions is absolutely marriage and family.
Yes.
We are really leaning into that space together.
Yep.
Another one of our passions, and we'll talk more about this on the latter end of our video, is the racial equity space. Undeniably, that is a passion of ours. Specifically, when it comes to counseling and coaching, we have all these conversations all the time with people casually, with friends, with family. We're encouraging people, giving advice. You know, people are pulling Gary to the side for an impromptu session. And we like, okay, we like doing it. It's cool. But
it's a lot.
Wait a minute.
It's a lot.
This is how we make
we make money.
a living.
This is what we do. We get paid to do this.
Right. So okay, pause. Let's invite people into a space to do this formally. Not only for an opportunity for us to have the chance to do this with everyone at once, but also we are organically creating a community for people that are wanting to have support. Because look, marriage ain't easy. Parenting ain't easy.
Family isn't easy. Raising a healthy family is not easy.
It's not. And then we have the audacity to be like, be entrepreneurs. Yeah.
Which is the third passion area.
Yes.
For us.
Yes.
Entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart. But I do believe it's for many more people than what people think. Does that make sense? Like I think a lot more. I think if people really believe that they can be entrepreneurs, it would be for a large number of people.
Yes. Here's the reality, and I'll speak for myself.
Okay, speak for yourself.
Excuse my French. Entrepreneurship can be scary as hell, especially if you were not naturally wired to think that that is something attainable and think that that is something that you can sustain not only yourself but your family. For me, I've always been very traditional, like
in the box.
Safety. Yes, very safe, very comfortable. And I said, okay, I'm going to go to school. I graduate from school. I go to college. And then I get a graduate degree. And then I get a job that's 9 to 5 that has health benefits and all these things. And then I get married. Like all these things that felt very boxy and very comfortable. So when the Lord basically gave me a kick in the butt, and the way that the Lord kicked me in the butt was appealing to my integrity. I was finding myself in these spaces working for people that I had to either question or wonder is what I'm doing in alignment with what I'm called to do, and in alignment with what the Lord would have me to do.
Yeah.
The short of it is, this ain't right. So I was in a place of like, oh my gosh, this is not right. Like I can't function like this. So in that space, I was able to walk away and explore further entrepreneurship, because at that point people started coming to me for work, which doesn't always happen. But listen, everybody's journey looks differently.
It does.
For some people it's a transition, for some people it's a leap, but we recognize that it's not easy. And we're not trying to say, oh, it's so easy, guys, be like us. It's not, which is why we're like, look, we've learned a lot
in the last
3 to 5 years.
Yeah. Across the board, marriage, family, entrepreneurship, we've learned a lot. And we want to be able to do or create a space for people to move forward with and avoid a lot of the pitfalls that we experienced in this journey.
Yes. Like, hey, we want to tell you what's ahead so you can better prepare.
We won't have all the answers, but we can at least give you what we know, give you our lived experience,
give you opportunity to learn from each other.
Because you're going to need to be unified.
Oh, I was talking about like the group.
Oh, yeah. True.
Yes, but also,
I was saying learn from each other.
Yes.
Husband and wife or partners that are wanting to jump into this, because you guys have to be strong in order to make this transition.
Right. And this is the first of the groups, but it won't be the last.
No.
So this is my call to be like, look, this gonna be the cheap group, because this is the first one. We believe in this. We know that
It's not cheap.
What is it? What's the right word?
The right word is a special offer at a discounted rate.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not cheap, because what we're giving y'all,
oh, that's true,
is quality.
It's quality. It's definitely quality.
But because we know this is new, it's like you get a little coupon from Chick-fil-A or whatever restaurant is. Yeah, you get a free sandwich or take $3 off of this meal. Yeah. It's not cheaper than the meal. It's the same quality meal.
Yeah.
They're just trying to create buzz around it. Let people know that, ooh, this is something that I should.
Yes, budget friendly, affordable. I like all of that.
Right.
Yes. And yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yesterday's price.
Come on, sis. Yes, that part.
Budget friendly. Yeah. I love y'all. Love the comments.
Yes, thank you. We needed that. But
not cheap.
Right. It's just, come on. The time is now. It really is. And even for us, it's always continuing to take leaps and steps of faith. Like, okay, we're about to try something new. It's going to be a little time consuming to get this off the ground, but we believe it's going to be worth it. All right. Let's go. You ready? Okay. Let's go. All right. And that's what it looks like. And that's the beauty of a faith walk. Because
preach.
That's our relationship with the Lord. That's what it's supposed to look like. He never called us to safety and comfort. That's not what we're called to at all. No. So that's that. I needed to talk about that today, and a segue into acknowledging this is the day that we honor specifically Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We both wanted to share very briefly just kind of our perspectives in what today means in reflection and honoring his legacy, specifically in the work that we're doing. So for me, one thing that I have come to understand very recently, like in the last 3 to 5 years, especially in my race equity journey, especially in my development as a professional, there are a lot of things that we've been taught about Dr. King that are mainstream. I Have a Dream speech and marches on Washington. Like, those are the mainstream things that are well known. But one of the things that I think is really critical about his legacy that is not as well known is his commitment and desire to see economic equity, to see economic prosperity. Yes, for the Black community. Yes, for African Americans. Absolutely. But one of the things that I appreciated so much, I listened to Dr. Tisby's podcast yesterday, and he talked at length about this. Footnotes, check it out. It's great. He talks at length about this, how Dr. King said, yes, this is our civil rights fight of treat us like humans. Like, don't have us drinking out of different water fountains, coming in the back of restaurants. Like, those are basic human dignities that he was fighting for. But what he talked at length about and was even transitioning to was this idea of economic prosperity for people in general, not just Black people, not just people of color, but it is a right and desire and hope and freedom that we all need, deserve, and the Lord wants to give us. So this idea of, you know, if you look more into like the poor man's campaign, these are things that he was talking about that really unified us as a people beyond, like, as a human race,
right,
of something ain't right. Like,
with the way this system is
yes,
set up.
the economics, y'all, it's not right. This is not right. The way that capitalism is serving us is not right. And so he spoke out a lot about that. So anyway, look into it. Very critical. Very critical. So the tie to group coaching and counseling for us, specifically with entrepreneurship, is we discovered, not knowing, we didn't know this going into entrepreneurship at all. No, we had no idea.
I knew very little about entrepreneurship. I just knew there was a need that needed to be met.
Right.
That's about it. I could not have told you all the economics or the what all came with entrepreneurship.
No idea. Yeah. No idea. And what we have since understood is that there's a freedom that comes with entrepreneurship. Whether this is your primary means of income, whether this is your side hustle, whatever that looks like. And we're not saying that there's no other way to economic freedom except through entrepreneurship.
That's not what
we're saying. But what we are saying is we've discovered that this is a major door to liberation and freedom in a way that we did not understand before.
And didn't experience.
We didn't. Go ahead.
I might be jumping ahead, but the first one for me, the freedom, was to practice the way that I felt
as a
therapist. Practice the way that I wanted to practice, that I felt would allow Black people, people of color, to come into the clinic and feel and be themselves. Like I did not have that freedom before. I didn't have to worry about insurances saying to utilize this certain type of modality that I felt like would be more marginalizing. I didn't feel that I had to dress a certain way. All right, so if I wanted to wear this to session, I could wear a hoodie to session and still be just as professional or competent as if I wore a bow tie with slacks. Freedom to think the way that I wanted to think about this problem that this client was presenting. That was like off the gate, the freedom that I had, that I know that working in a organization with my profession would not have been able to exercise. And then that comes with obviously the financial freedom, but we can talk about that here in a second.
For me, the freedom wake-up call reality was I had so many great ideas. My creativity was incredibly suffocated and stifled when I had to figure out how to navigate the bureaucracy of someone else's organization or institution. So I knew that there were things that if they just let me run with this, like, this is going to be incredible. And the windows that I was able to do that, literally, and this is not to brag on myself, but we are creative beings. And those windows that I was able to operate in the fullness of my creativity mind-blowing, game-changing programs, outcomes. Like literally, it was like, if you would just let me do this all the time, like I could literally change the game. But I was always using half of my brain power to navigate the bureaucracy of like, okay, is this okay? How's this gonna make this person feel? Okay, where do I fall on the totem pole? Who do I need to go to before no. So now when I individually work one-on-one with organizations and with people, I can literally do what I know needs to be
free.
Be free. And operating in these spaces of freedom have naturally created financial freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just gave way to that because we were operating the fullness of who we are. So I mean,
byproduct.
Yes. So we could talk about this all day. Mm-hmm. We could talk about this all day. And these are the things that we're going to talk about and unpack in our group coaching and counseling that we know people have not even begun to scratch the surface on. So we pay honor to Dr. King because he got it. Mm-hmm. He got it. He got it. And he was trying to get that message out.
And a lot of people knew with the Poor Man's Campaign how it transcended just one particular group of people's problems.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It was no longer about Black people's civil rights. It was about how do we flip this system on its head. Mm-hmm. I'm no King scholar, but America knew what that would do.
The implications of that.
America knew what would happen if he was able to unify and galvanize
all of that. Yeah, so it was just
this group of people.
Yes, game changer for everybody, not just Black people.
No, and the power that comes with that unity is unstoppable.
It's unstoppable. So that's a lot of what we talk about: the power that comes in unity, in your marriage, in your family collective, as entrepreneurs and contributors to society and changing society as a whole. So
we believe in this.
We do.
We believe in it wholeheartedly.
We do. It's just a matter of articulating so we get y'all to believe it.
Get y'all to believe it. And here's the thing, like people reach out to us and oftentimes they want the both of us. Yeah. So you're going to see more of us here in front of the camera doing things together, promoting ourselves together, because I think there's power in this. There's power in her strengths, my strengths, and then our strengths overlap. So I'm excited about 2023. I'm excited about whoever joins our group coaching class, group coaching and counseling.
Yeah, it's called family business.
Family business. You get the best of both worlds.
Yes.
You get to see me dote over my wife, flirt with her.
Sorry if it makes you feel awkward.
It's okay.
I feel awkward sometimes.
I think we gotta be authentic.
I know.
Like that's the point. Like
I know.
Yeah. I just want to kiss you right now.
I know.
Okay. So
all right.
So.
Well, we appreciate all of y'all for tuning in.
Please, if it's not for you, tell somebody else.
Yes, send it along.
All right.
Get people their email addresses to us because we like to send personal invitations and be able to interact if people have questions.
Do you want to tell them when?
Oh, it's starting next week.
Like next week? No, this week.
I mean, like Sunday.
Yeah. Next week. Sorry.
It's probably gonna be Sunday. I'm solidifying and figuring out the dates for sure. But next week it's 6 weeks. As you know, we're about to have a baby. So I don't know if we're going to do another group before that baby drop. We'll see. Maybe. Yeah. We'll see. All right, y'all.
All right.
We'll see ya.
Peace. We're going to log up all these platforms. Y'all share it. Hit us up if you have any questions. In that one. Is that how you end it? And now? How you end this one? And now?